Hello everyone, it's Poppy here from Lions Class, and today I'm going to be talking to you about Valentine's Day. For those of you that don't already know, Valentine's Day is celebrated every year on the 14th of February, and it is the day of love. It's a time when loved ones can share gifts and presents to those that they love or even to their friends. It has been estimated that this year 18 billion pounds will be spent on presents and food to be given to each of their loved ones. The country we live in, the United Kingdom, celebrates Valentine's Day along with many other countries such as America, Mexico, France, Italy and many more. Talking about love, I'm going to name 5 things that I love, and then I'm going to ask you to have a little think and see the 5 things that you love too. I'll go first. So I love my dog Lily, I love my family, I love baking, I love going for walks to the beach, and I love my friends. Pause this video now and talk to your adult and think about 5 things that you love too. Those were brilliant answers. I loved some of those too. Now I'm going to read this book called Guess How Much I Love You. I thought this was a really good book to read around Valentine's Day, as it talks about how much a little and big rabbit love each other. So get comfy and enjoy this book. Guess how much I love you. Little Nut Brown Hare, who was going to bed, held on tight to Big Nut Brown Hare's very long ears. He wanted to be sure that Big Nut Brown Hare was listening. "Guess how much I love you," he said. "Oh, I don't think I could be sure of that," said Big Nut Brown Hare. "This much," he said, stretching out his arms as wide as they could go. Big Nut Brown Hare had even longer arms. "But I love you this much," he said. That's a lot, thought Little Nut Brown Hare. Whoa, look how big their arms are stretching. "I love you as high as I can reach," said Little Nut Brown Hare. "I love you as high as I can reach," said Big Nut Brown Hare. That's quite high, thought Little Nut Brown Hare. I wish I had arms like that. Then Little Nut Brown Hare had a good idea. He tumbled upside down and reached up the tree trunk with his feet. "I love you all the way up to my toes," he said. "And I love you all the way up to your toes," said Big Nut Brown Hare, swinging him up over his head. Can you see? It's going high into the sky. "I love you as high as I can hop," laughed Little Nut Brown Hare, bouncing up and down. "But I love you as high as I can hop," smiled Big Nut Brown Hare. And he hopped so high that his ears touched the branches above. Wow, that's good hopping, thought Little Nut Brown Hare. I wish I could hop like that. Look, can you see how high he's jumping? That's very high, isn't it? "I love you all the way down the lanes as far as the river," cried Little Nut Brown Hare. "I love you across the river and over the hills," said Big Nut Brown Hare. Wow. That's very far, thought Little Nut Brown Hare. He was almost too sleepy to think anymore. He looked beyond the thorn bushes and onto the big dark night. Nothing could be further than the sky, he thought. And you see they're looking up in the sky. "I love you right up to the moon," he said, and he closed his eyes. "Oh, that's far," said Big Nut Brown Hare. "That is very, very far." Big Nut Brown Hare settled Little Nut Brown Hare into bed over the leaves. He leaned over and kissed him good night. Oh, Luke's putting him to bed now. They lay down close by and whisper with a smile, "I love you right up to the moon and back," he said. The end. That was a good story, wasn't it? I hope you have a happy Valentine's Day. Bye everyone.